That's right, guys. I'm straight edge. No alcohol, no weed, no drugs, no friends. Straight edge. And keep in mind, guys, I wasn't always straight edge, alright? I used to do my share of vaping. But I also used to drink a lot, but I only drank because I thought it would help me meet women. But then I finally realized, what kind of women am I trying to impress just by the fact that I drink? Am I trying to impress high school girls? I'm trying to impress high school girls. I'm 31 years old. That ship sailed months ago. Trust me. Alright, guys. I know that joke brings up a bit of a sensitive issue, so let's talk about suicide. Well, there we go.
Let's.
Strap in. I'm not gonna lie, my life isn't perfect. Sometimes I do think about killing myself, but when I think about killing myself, I think about my family. And when I think about my family, I think I should kill them first.
Kill them first.
A lot of people tell me I need Jesus, but they're wrong. Because I need no man, and honestly, when it comes... Oh, wait. It's a good one, I know. When it comes to religion, I believe that God is love. Because they're both not real. So,
I like it!
Thanks, Fox News. Okay, so... people are always asking me if I'm Jewish. I hate it. It's so annoying. I mean, I am. But... it is rude, because if you think about it, asking someone if they're Jewish is a lot like asking a woman if she's pregnant. Because there's nothing wrong with being Jewish or with being pregnant, but there's also no flattering reason for someone to think you're either one.
Rude!
I'm right, yeah. In fact, I think it's kind of worse to ask someone if they're Jewish than to ask a woman if she's pregnant, because at least whenever someone asks a woman if she's pregnant, it's always in a really friendly tone, you know? It's like, oh, are you pregnant? Oh. Whereas with Jews, it's like an accusation. Are you Jewish? It's like they're trying to solve a murder.
No.
The reason for that is Jews have no positive stereotypes. They're very much all negative. Even the most flattering stereotype anybody could come up with about Jewish people is always followed by an insult, right? You know, it's like, yeah, you know, those Jews, they all have a lot of money, and they're always so stingy with it. And that's not fair. You're never going to hear, yeah, you know, every black guy has a huge penis, and they all use them to control the media. Like, you never... There are also some not-so-sexy terms to describe sex, right? Intercourse. Copulation. Relations. I hate that one. Relations? Are we fucking at a UN meeting? Now, granted, you can't spell ambassador without that ass. That is true. Then he does have Ambidor, and that just sounds like a sleep medication. I think the worst name for sex, we can probably all agree, coitus. Am I right? That's the applause break. That's the applause break.
It sounds Jewish.
You sound rude. You sound like the type of person who calls out and insults someone's religion during a comedy show. That's why you don't heckle. Yeah, so coitus. What was I So it doesn't even sound like it should be a technical term for sex, right? Like I mentioned, I am Jewish, but if somebody told me coitus was their Hebrew name, I'd probably believe them. See, way ahead of you. Way ahead. You know? I was gonna ignore it, but no, you couldn't. Whatever. All right. Thanks for coming. Okay. The term for sex I probably use most often is infrequent. I'll tell you one more thing about myself. I used to be a kid. Anybody else? Oh, good. You guys will get this. You're my people. Good. I used to be a kid. I wasn't any kind of kid, though. When I was a teenager, I was what they called an emo kid. Anybody else? I'm really surprised that many of you admitted that. Have you ever seen that YouTube video? All right. I was an emo kid. I listened to all the emo music, and of course, one of my favorite bands as an emo kid was Simple Plan. I love Simple Plan.
Poppy emo.
Alright, so with I only have 5 minutes, guys. I don't have time to rip into all of your asses. So I love Simple Plan. Don't worry, I'm about to make fun of them mercilessly. But I did. With their pop-punk voices that sound like the voice you would use as a kid when you wanted to mock your parents, you know? They'd be like, do your homework. Do your homework! You know, like the SpongeBob meme. You guys get it. But I loved it, you know? And what gets me is they're old now, but they still tour. And I think what would be really cool is if they did all the same songs they used to when they were young, but with different lyrics to reflect what their lives are like now, you know? Like, I can just imagine them camping out on stage, you know? They'd be like, no, you don't know what it's like. Nothing feels alright. You don't know what it's like to be like me. To be old and have kids and a wife that you don't love. You would get a divorce, but then she'd get half your stuff. And you'd kill her, but you can't because your kids can't keep a secret. That's not, man. You know wonderful. Thank you so much.